Ah, dear Tim and Moby, where does wind come from? From hope. Well, that's one way to move air, and that's just what wind is, moving air. But there's no giant propeller pushing wind around the Earth. Believe it or not, the wind is caused by the sun. If you've seen our thing on seasons, you know that the tilt of the Earth causes some places to be hot or cold at different times of the year, and other places to be either hot or cold all year round. The uneven heating of the Earth's atmosphere is what gets air moving. The sun heats up the Earth's surface, warming the nearby atmosphere. Warm air is less dense than cool air, so it rises. That leaves some empty space, and cool air from nearby rushes in to fill it. The area of rising air is what weather reports call a low-pressure system. As the warm air rises, it cools off and eventually sinks back down. The system is like a big engine sucking in air from all around it. What you end up with is a whole lot of moving air, and that's what we here at BrainPop like to call wind. There are different types of wind that blow in different patterns. Prevailing winds blow all the time over a particular part of the world. They're constant because the equator always gets more direct sunlight than the poles. Warmer air at the equator creates a huge low-pressure area, which is filled by cooler air from the poles. Their direction is affected by the Earth's rotation. Winds in the northern hemisphere are deflected to the right, and they turn to the left in the southern hemisphere. Jet streams are strong winds that blow about 10 kilometers above ground. They blow in circles with one jet stream over each hemisphere, and they blow fast, up to 200 kilometers per hour. Jet streams can move big chunks of air and really affect weather. Trade winds are mild, constant winds that blow towards the equator from the northeast or southeast. Where the trade winds meet, there's a calm area called the doldrums, where there's hardly any wind at all. Local winds are particular to certain countries or areas. Geographic features like mountain ranges or bodies of water can drastically affect wind conditions and create localized winds like the Santa Ana winds in the North American Rockies and the Föhn in the European Alps. Wind power can be harnessed to make electricity, which you can learn about in our Energy Sources movie. What are you doing? What do you mean you're trying to break wind? You can't break wind. It's made of air. What?